Zubeida, the third installment of a captivating trilogy by director Shyam Benegal and film critic turned writer Khalid Mohammed, is one of my most favorite movies. It basically encapsulates three of my favorite passions: period cinema, vintage fashion, and the allure of Indian royalty. As the film begins, we are greeted with a disclaimer that claims that the story is fictitious. Yet, the film critic Khalid Mohammed revealed in an interview that Zubeida was basically inspired by his mother, Zubeida Begum, Urf Vidya Rani, a mysterious actress whose life was tragically cut short in a plane crash at just the age of 19 alongside her husband. Set against the backdrop of pre-independence India, the screenplay revolves around a spirited Muslim young girl, Zubeida. She boldly dreams of becoming an actress, a pursuit that was taboo for the time. Her journey leads her to marry Maharaja Vijayendra Singh of Fatehpur, known as Victor. This Maharaja was reportedly based on the Maharaja of Jodhpur. However, Zubeida's struggle for independence within the rigid confines of royal life becomes the heart of the story. This tale is narrated through her son Saiz, a journalist. Costume design plays a crucial role in establishing the film's context. As Pia Benegal, the costume designer, aptly stated, any period film project is a challenge. One has to stick to the facts as there is integrity attached to a historical film, and that means more research. Good costume design helps the audience basically quickly understand the character's essence, the context of the scene, and how the character is feeling, and certainly lets us know what we want to feel towards a character and against a character. And Pia excelled in this regard, perfectly capturing the film's shifting tones through the shifting wardrobe of the cast. In this movie, Pia Benegal majorly styles Karishma Kapoor and Rekha in perfectly pretty French chiffon sarees, mirroring the wardrobe of none other than Rajmata Gayatri Devi, effectively reflecting the nuances of royal life. Chiffon sari is synonymous with elegance and rebellion and beauty, weaves a rich tapestry in fashion history. They symbolize royalty, epitomized by Rajmata Gayatri Devi of Jaipur. The foundation of her iconic wardrobe, however, was laid by her own mother, Indira Devi of Cooch Behar, a fearless princess who revolutionized Indian fashion. Fascinated by French chiffon, she introduced this luxurious fashion to Indian royalty and the Indian attire, forever altering the fashion escape. As you can see here, I'm wearing a chiffon sari. Gayatri Devi, whether as a Maharani, politician, or mother, consistently embraced elegantly draped chiffon saris in soft pastels. She reinvented the sari for the modern Indian woman. Her signature draping of the featherlight chiffon in dreamy pastels started a trend that still lives on. She always dressed for the occasion, however. She would wear breeches for her horse riding and dress accordingly for tennis or badminton. And we see this in the movie as well when we see Karishma Kapoor wear breeches for her horse riding scene with Manoj Bajpayee and wearing tennis outfits and badminton outfits when she is playing with man. Zubi's wardrobe in Zubeida is a wonderful and a powerful narrative device that reflects a character's journey from innocence to self-discovery. Through a thoughtful selection of colors, fabrics, and styles, her clothing encapsulates her struggles and aspirations, making her one of the most memorable characters in Indian cinema. Each outfit not only enhances her beauty but also serves as a poignant commentary on the themes of love that she was born into. Kapoor as Zubeida embodies a naive, starry-eyed girl awakening to her potential. In the first act, we see her struggling against an arranged marriage. Her outfits often include simple salwar kameezes and saris, which highlight her traditional background and the innocence of her character. During pivotal scenes, like in the song Mehndi Hai Rachne Wali, she is dressed in a pale lemon yellow suit, which is almost close to white, and veiled in a light peach brocade dupatta during her nikah. She stands in stark contrast with those around her. While other women are wearing vibrant reds and golds, Pia Benegal dresses her in muted shades, underscoring her inner turmoil and resistance to her arranged marriage. This choice emphasizes her emotional disconnect from the joyous occasion, visually representing her struggle against societal norms and the essence of rebellion. Her divorce, however, Zubeida's wardrobe transforms beautifully. She dazzles in bright chiffon saris adorned with intricate jewelry, brooches, and hairnets. God, I love the hairnets, alright. Someday you'll see me wear one of them. This basically shows and is reflecting her renewed confidence as she meets Victor, as she goes out into the world, more interacts with more people, gets validation. A sapphire blue sari that she borrows from Rosie Auntie, that's very important. That basically shows her ascent into the high society of 1950s Indian royal. And in the song Dhime Dhime, we witness her in romantic hues, draped in pastel chiffon saris and satin saris. We see a lot of satin here as well. This accessorized with modern jewelry, a visual feast that encapsulates her evolving identity, and the style choices also gives a very fairy tale feel to the song. Upon arriving in Fatehpur, she is resplendent in a red Rajasthani poshak. The poshak is so pretty, with heavy pearl jewelry and kundan, yet her everyday wardrobe remains more or less the same.
ये स्लीवलेस ब्लाउज आपको नहीं पहनना चाहिए और पल्ला हमेशा सर पर रखना चाहिए. And your makeup, my dear.
And all of this becomes an issue when she is schooled by Mandira Devi, played by Rekha. And we suddenly see a shift in her wardrobe again. Her colors become more muted, her makeup becomes more natural, and the jewelry becomes more subdued, less gold, more pearls, and basically her fashion turns into high fashion, or the old money aesthetic as we call it now. As Zubeida moves to Shikari Kotha, looking for her independence, looking for her individuality, her attire becomes a visual representation of her inner turmoil as well. Kept in robes and undone makeup and hair when alone shows her loneliness and her lack of effort for herself. When Victor rarely visits her at the Kotha, she will always don herself in the most vibrant saris, Lahariya sari. Her personality changes into her desperations and attempts to win back Victor. The final scene, Zubeida wears a bright yellow suit with a bright red dupatta and heavy kundan jewelry and a bright red lipstick. A pagnant last stand for control in her life. Basically, this is the last time she goes in front of Victor and takes what is hers as she believes it. She basically pushes her way through Mandira Devi's aspirations and goes and sits in that plane that ultimately leads to their demise. Zubeida, for me, is not just a film. It's a rich tapestry of dreams, desire, and the quest of identity against the backdrop of Indian royalty and a pre-independent India. Through stunning costumes and a compelling narrative, it invites us to reflect on complexities of a woman's journey in a world of strict societal norms, which tells her what to do and what not to do. And the enigma of a life is finally in front of her as a buddy. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of Zubeida. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the artistry and themes of this movie and like to watch something things like this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more cinematic journeys.